So anyways, you wander around inside one of these little frames, going from point A to point B all the time. And one of the annoying things about life, and this is sort of the Sisyphus story, is that as soon as you climb from point A to point B, and you get there, then there's another point A and another point B. And that's kind of interesting too, because one of the things it suggests is that getting somewhere isn't really what people want, because as soon as you get somewhere, then you're done going there, and then you have to get somewhere else. So in some sense, it seems it's an accomplishment. In another sense, it's just the next rock up the mountain. Now, you all know this because, you know, you graduated from university, and that was a good day, but the next day, you weren't a university student, you were some unemployed loser. You know, and so, and that's a, you know, that sets up a whole new set of problems, right? I mean, that's how the frame shifts. And when the frame shifts like that, then the value of everything shifts around it. So, it turns out that people are actually more interested in getting from point A to point B than they are in actually being at point B. And almost all of the positive emotion that you feel, which is related to dopaminergic circuitry, by the way, you experience in relationship to the pursuit of a valued goal rather than to the attainment of the goal. The attainment of the goal actually satisfies you, or more specifically, it satisfies that motivational circuit, but then the damn thing just shuts off and another one starts yelling at you. So it's like a perverse form of victory. So one answer to that that's universal in some sense is that you should establish a relationship with a transcendent value, because it never runs out of motivational power. You can see an example of that, a popular example in popular culture in the Pinocchio movie, which how many of you have seen that? Yeah. Has anybody not seen it? That's amazing. Anyways, in the Pinocchio movie, one of the things that happens is when Geppetto wishes that his son becomes a full developed individual instead of a damn puppet, which is a good thing for a parent to wish, by the way, he wishes upon a star, and the star signifies something of transcendent value. And so the meaning of that fundamentally is that if you want to raise your child to be an independent being, then you better set your sights on something transcendent or it won't happen. And believe me, there's lots of times it doesn't happen. So part of the utility of a transcendent value is that it never loses its motivational effectiveness. Now, you might say, well, that's no proof that there are transcendent values. It's like, yeah, that's true, but, you know, there's more to the story. Okay, so when you're in one of these little stories, which is basically what they are, they're the simplest story. I was one place, I went by this means to another place. That's the simplest story. It's not that exciting. Much more exciting story is I was going from point A to B, and something weird happened, and then I didn't know where I was, and then I was like in chaos for, you know, 2 years, and then I figured out how to climb out of it. Everybody likes that story, right? That's a death and rebirth story, by the way, or a fall from paradise story with a regaining of paradise at the end. You know, it's an archetypal story because everyone lives it. And so